my name is Tara Tanini and I'm the founder of Bloom Healing Yoga. Today I'd like to invite you into a relaxation technique. My teacher Jillian Pransky calls this Constructive Rest. Sometimes it's also known as legs up the wall. The way I'll be demonstrating it today is on the support of the couch. You can use this the couch in your living room. You can also incorporate it on a chair or prop your legs up on blankets and pillows in bed. So if you'd like to join me, we'll start off lying on the back and we'll roll our abdomen to the sky. It can be nice to support the spine with some cushion, whether that be a yoga mat or a few layers of blankets or maybe just one folded blanket. Today I'll double up my yoga mat for the support on the spine. Take as much time as you need to set up. You'll want to bring the cushion as close to the sofa or the chair support that you can. I'm also going to use some pillows nearby. One will be for my head and the other one will be for underneath my feet. Using a blanket roll. So this is just a throw a blanket from my sofa. I'm going to roll it up so that my neck has a little support. So folding like this and then placing it to where the neck can be long. And then I'll keep another blanket nearby. Personally, in my practice, I enjoy having a little weight on my abdomen so I can connect deeper to my breath. So I'll invite you to be in charge of how that feels in your personal body. When you're ready to enter the shape, you can shimmy your sits bones as close to the sofa, the chair, or the wall as you'd like. We'll start off using the strength of your arms to lower yourself down towards the floor. Again, take as much time as you need to get in this shape as possible. When it feels right, gather up your abdominal muscles, and one leg at a time, we'll bring it to the support of the cushion, the chair, whatever you're using. So we'll start off by finding a 90-degree angle with the knees. So as you can tell, I've used the cushions and the blankets and the pillows to prop my legs up. So now that my shins are parallel to the floor. Second, I'm going to position my hip bones so they're underneath my knees. You can use a visual of bringing the hands to the thighs. Feel free to lift the pelvis up and settle it down. My knees are hip distance apart and my shins are parallel with the floor. From here, I'll take my gaze up towards the sky and start to arrange the neck roll beneath me. So in my personal practice, I like the support of the head where my neck feels really long so that the breath can enter and exit my body more freely. The second thing I'll do is bring my yoga blanket into my practice. So simply just taking the blanket and placing the weight over my abdominal muscles. Several options you can use with the arms. If you're feeling any hyperarousal or anxiety, it might feel nice to place the palms face down on the floor, maybe down at your hips or out to the side. Play around with a few options to notice which one feels best in your body based on how you're feeling today. If you're feeling any depression or heaviness in the body, it might feel nice to flip the palms to the sky. Maybe take the hands into what we call cactus arms, elbows bent, fingertips back. For some of us, it might feel nice to rest the hands on the abdominal muscles, maybe even drape the hands across the chest to create some space in between the shoulder blades. So I've named a few options. I'd like to invite you here to explore what variation of the arms feels most supportive in your body based on how you're feeling today. For me, I'm going to place my hands on my abdomen just so I can connect deeper to my breath. At your own pace, we'll take the eyes to the sky. Eyes can be open or closed. And just like in our other practices, your breath can come from your nose or your mouth. Feel free to exit the shape at any moment in time. I'd like to invite you to breathe here for the next 3 to 5 minutes if it's available. We'll be working with an affirmation called I am love. If this affirmation doesn't work for you, please feel free to change it out for words or a phrase that does. Starting to move into stillness. If the stillness causes you any fear or anxiety, feel free to shake the head, yes or no, maybe even simply just wiggle the fingers and the toes. We'll start off with a breath work, an equal count breath. Starting off with an inhale of 2 and an exhale of 2. If you'd like to join me, we'll begin here. Inhaling for 1, 2, exhaling 1, 2, inhaling 1, 2, exhaling 1, 2. Feel free to continue with the 2 count breath. If it feels too short, you're welcome to go up to 3 or 4. Customize the breath based on how you're feeling in this present moment. You might continue to count the breath, or the other option would be to incorporate the mantra, I am love. I am love. You can say it out loud or in the creativity of your mind. I am love. Observe the breath. See if you can use the mantra to practice being in the present moment. You might choose to stay here or start to ease your way out of the shape. If and when you're ready to exit the shape, we'll draw the knees first into the chest, gathering up your abdominal muscles and rolling off to one of your sides. It could be the right or the left. Eyes can be open or closed as you settle back into your breath. Observe this floor as it supports you. Maybe even wiggle the tips of the fingers and the toes. And from here, we'll place our hands firmly on the floor. Use your upper arm strength to slowly press up into a comfortable seat. The last thing to lift is the head. You might find yourself in a comfortable seat. Eyes can be open or closed. And we'll just simply notice. Do you feel any differently from when you first started your practice? If the eyes are closed, you can begin to slowly flutter them open. If it feels right for you, bringing one hand to your heart and the other directly on top of that. Possibly bowing your chin towards your chest, honoring the courage and dedication it took to make it to your yoga practice. Bowing to the infinite wisdom within you. Thank you for sharing your time and yoga practice with me today. I'd like to hear from you if this practice was helpful for you, and even if it wasn't. What type of props did you use from your household? And where did you use this? In the middle of the day, before going to bed at night? You can leave comments in the box below, and also by visiting my website at taratonini.com. That's TARATONINI.com. Thank you for your time. Wishing you a wonderful day. Namaste.